What's up, folks? You have VA3EWV on the air on this Magic Monday down by the riverside on the first snowfall of the year here in Cornwall, Ontario. We're getting ready to start tonight.
Good morning. It is 8 o'clock a.m.
What's up there, Rick? The time is now 8 o'clock a.m. This is VA3EWV on the air. We'll now take any priority traffic. Nothing heard. Good morning, everybody. This is on the air with VA3EWV, starting a new week here, and we'll have the first snowfall this morning. We're going to be doing a little rag chew for the next few minutes or an hour or so, whatever happens. And I also want to know and let everybody know that this is being live streamed for the group. Anyway, this is VA3EWV on the air, inviting you to this Magic Monday. I'm down here by the riverside. I'll get the camera out there, and we have the ducks out eating by the foggy lake there. It is 0 degrees here. Like I said, it's snowing, winds are calm, and it's going to be a still good day, and I'm happy that all my winter stuff is done. Anyway, we're taking check-ins, looking for the first check-in. Please come now. Rick, I'm on VA3 PGC. I will go to FHA though, and let's see what's happening on FHA. One second, let me get there. This is VA3EWV on the air with VA3EWV. Any party traffic. I can't even get into Williamstown to Peter. This is VA3EWV testing. I can't get into the repeater there, Rick. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
VA3KCB.
VA3KCB, how's it going? So yeah, I didn't know if that repeater was going to be working, but we'll sit here because this is the one that I said we will be on, FHA. How you doing this morning? Over. VA3KCB, do you copy me?
VA3KCB monitoring.
VA3KCB, do you copy me? Over. I don't know what's happening there. VA3KCB, do you copy? Okay, looks like we're having a VA3 KCB, this is VA3EWV, do you copy?
VA3KCB, I copy your number.
Okay, I was on low power and wasn't getting into the repeater, so I had to turn it on turbo to get into the repeater. I heard you out there, I just couldn't reach you. Over.
All right, I have a copy on you. now. I'm unable to get PGC as the tone has changed. I have a copy on you now. I'm unable.
Did you by any chance get the email with the tone in it there, VA3KCB?
No, my radios have been programmed by Hunter, and I've got to get a hold of Hunter to reprogram them.
Well, good news is I have the programming cable and I know how to do it as well. So I can just pop over whenever you're free. It doesn't matter who does it. But I'm not working or anything like that, so I can come over at any time and get it set up there for you. Over.
9-10-4. Okay. I'll see what the schedule brings, Ernest.
No problem. I'm just letting you know that I have that ready to do. I'm going to see if anybody goes to PPC, and I'm going to bring them over here, okay? VA3KCB, did you copy that?
Yeah, you're just lacking power. You're coming in very choppy. I hear you better on your live feed on my cell phone than I do over the repeater.
Okay. Well, I'm going to, hey Rob and all those folks out there, if you want to come over to FHA, try that. Because people still don't have the tone for the PGC there. That was something that I really was like, well, we should not do that, because there's no really a need for it. But hey, I'm not the executive, so we knew this would happen. I was talking to Hunter, and we were like, well, there are so many people that radios were programmed by different people. They don't have the cables, etc., etc. But we'll just see what's going on with that, eh? Good morning, Rob. I'm going to see if I can get more people over to PGC, though. From PGC. 1 second. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor, VA3EWV. For all that are looking for the on the air with VA3EWV, we're on VE3 FHA. The repeater there, FHA is the repeater that we're on. Anyone to copy? No copy, heading on back down to FHA. This is VA3EWV clear. This is VA3EWV returning. On the Williamstown repeater, VE3 FHA. I may not be coming in that good. Just letting everybody know. I was in the area here because I had to drop off a person to work this morning, and I wasn't gonna be able to make it back to the base station before the top of the hour, so I just hopped on the mobile radio. Does anybody else read me out there? Over. Well, we're gonna head on. VA3ARF, you're sounding loud and clear. Come on in.
I'm not hearing this radio again. It's acting like what you did the other day, Ernest. I can hear you on the live stream.
Hey, see, well, you know what, looks like we'll talk on the live stream. That's what I was telling Devin. Yep, I was trying to prepare for today. This is a good exercise anyway, because if something goes down, you know, since y'all are listening on the live stream, if something goes down, we have to figure out how we're gonna get around that stuff, eh? So this is a good practice. Good practice in how to switch different things. I'm just gonna try back on the radio again. This is VA3EWV, VA3EWV listening.
VA3EWV. Why would you not use the Cornwall repeater?
Oh, we could definitely do that, but I was told that FHA had more coverage. I'm just going by what I was told, because we have all types of repeaters to use, eh? But oh, I know why. When I got the email, it said that they would be working on SVC and PGC, your two main repeaters, right? So at the breakfast, I thought there was a remedy had been found of why something was broken, but they were still doing testing and stuff like that. So I thought they would put the tone back once they fix the problem, but it doesn't seem to be that way. And I was told that the tone was only to be sent to people who had an email. So we'll get everything sorted out, but that's why I didn't use SVC, if that answers the question.
Okay, good enough. Well, we'll just stand by, because I only hear about one every fourth word that you're saying.
What's your QTH right now? If you're at your regular place, I could actually meet you there, because I'm downtown Cornwall right now. And if you have the bail thing, I know how to program that on the flyover. Okay, anybody else out there this morning? I know Rob have a problem with his radio. I'm not making the trip, apparently. And this is the only other repeater I can think of to do the net on this morning. Let's see what else is out there. There are some other people watching, but well, let's see what happens. Hopefully I'll be home on the base station shortly.
VE3AQE portable?
VE3AQE, this is VA3EWV, go ahead.
Good morning, Ernest. I hear you pretty good, but I'm in town as well right now, so I can pretty much make you out just now, no problem.
Yeah, I just happened to be in the mobile. I didn't have time to make it back home before the net started. I had to bring my my son's girlfriend to work today.
Well, here you go. But no, everything, I can hear it was breaking up a little bit earlier, but it seems pretty clear here. So it's pretty good coverage from Williamstown, over.
Yeah, exactly. I will be looking for another repeater. I don't know how long this is going to last, but I'm thinking that the net's going to be very short tonight too, because you know the change ever so abrupt. We have to be prepared for things like that, you know. So it's a good exercise. I look at it as a good exercise. So if different things go down, to see what we have working, right? So we're probably not going to have as many check-ins as we did, but I'm still doing a live stream, which a lot of people are on the live stream. So we'll make do with what we got, because this could go on for weeks or even months or even years, I was told. But it depends on when the next executives come in, because if this doesn't get fixed before then, there'll be some changes.
Roger that.
This is pretty exciting to me, though, to tell you the truth. You know, we need to be able to pivot at a moment's notice and have a plan in place, right? So this is going to make me go to the drawing board to see, you know, here's our main source of talking. If this one doesn't work, everybody will instinctively go to the second choice. And then if the second choice doesn't work, we'll have to go to the third choice. You know, I think that'll be a good exercise for everybody to do. You know, even if they don't talk on this thing and we live in the area, you know, if something does happen or we have some type of emergency, we need to be able to not all fall apart if one thing goes down, eh?
Roger, I think even 8 o'clock there, just before our repeater kicked in, on my drive into town on my little handheld here, I'm positive I picked up, or I got a tone test from VA3EWV repeater. I think that is the Colby Hill one or something like that. But it was actually fairly clear. I was surprised over.
Oh yeah, one. Yes, exactly. One repeater that I hope that everybody can to log into is that one on Camp Fortune repeater, VE something CRA, VE2 CRA or something like that. I can talk from my driveway in St. Andrews all the way to Ottawa. That thing's got a heck of a reach, you know. And just so everybody knows that may be listening in on the live feed as well, the only reason I chose PGC to be the repeater of choice is because it had Echolink, AllStar Link, this, that, and the other on it, right? So that was the first repeater of choice. And then for the second repeater, I'm going to have to figure out what that is. There is another repeater on Bonneville, same, you know, same site, but there's 2 things at Bonneville that we can connect to. I just don't have the sheet in front of me now, but when I get home, I'll check it out.
Roger.
VA3 KCB, can you copy me better now? Over. VE3ARF, can you copy me better now? Over. I see Becca is on and watching. Becca, you can come on in there if you want to. Just so you guys know, if you want to come in on the live stream, I can pull you in on the live stream. There's a little button there that says bring the people into the live stream, and you can definitely do that. I'm mobile this morning heading home, talking on VE3FHA. I'm going to go to VE3PGC and see if there's any other people out there. It's 8:18 right now. See if they want to come and join us here on this one. And then I'll be right back to you guys. VA3EWV. We're going to be right back. QSYing over to VE3 PGC. And then we'll be right back. Hey, it's good to have this little microphone thing that you can change stuff on the mic, that's for sure. This is VA3EWV on the air with VA3EWV. We are on FHA, the FHA repeater in Williamstown. If anybody wants to come over there to the FHA repeater, because not everybody has the tone for this repeater or have it programmed into their radio. This is VA3EWV, QSY, over to VE3FHA. is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor, VA3EWV back on the air on VA3FHA, Williamstown Repeater, with the Monday, I should call this Monday Madness, but it's a Magic Monday. It's our first snowfall of the year. I'm very excited to have all my stuff done before the snow hit. My snow stuff is ready to go. And this is the first time in years that I've been very prepared for the winter. So maybe we won't see snow after this for a long time, but I'm ready to go. So now it's time for you guys to get out there and get your antenna work done, your tires changed over, all that stuff. I never took my winter tires off because I've only been out the driveway probably about 20 times since last winter. Anyway, this is VA3EWV on the air, and the last person I was talking to was VA3AQE. Are you still out there? Over. Okay, anybody else that made it out here to the frequency? This is VA3EWV listening.
VA3ARF mobile.
A VA3ARF, come on in. How you doing there, Rob? VE3ARF. I copy you. Go ahead.
Okay, well, it seems the bow thing maybe needs to just warm up.
Well, she's coming in loud and clear now. Whereabouts are you? Over?
Well, actually, I'm heading towards the repeater area. I'm heading to Alexandria, but I'm out on South Branch Road right at the moment, going up towards Martintown.
Well, you're coming in here full quieting, loud and clear, by the way. She's a booming here. I just passed your street. I'm about to turn on the 138 and head toward the QTH there. Over.
Yeah, I still don't have really good copy on the repeater. I hear like some words get cut out. But anyway, we'll give it a shot here to see if you can hear me. And okay, well, I'll pass it back because I don't have really good coverage at the moment. When I get closer, I'm wondering if this is an antenna problem.
No, you're coming in loud and clear on this side. It could be all sorts of things, you know. It's the first day of the snow and all that, and I'm in the mobile. I'm usually on the base station, but I'm mobile today, so you never know what of the causes are. Rick is in town too. I guess just this repeater is farther away. I would have used SVC, but I was told that one was going to be getting service too. So here we are on this one. Over.
VA3EWV, VE3HTR.
VE3HTR. Doug, good morning. How you doing, man?
Good morning, Ernest, and good morning, Rob. Couple of things. The E3 SVC is not being serviced. When we checked it Friday, it was fine. And so is the other 2-meter repeater in Cornwall, VA3 SDG VHF 145570. The AllStar Echolink node is down. I've isolated the problem to the USB interface between the computer and the radio, so I don't have a spare one, so that's down for a while, so I resolved that. Why don't you guys try VE3 VSW 442 200 Hunter, that's the same site as Bonneville, should have roughly the same coverage. Back to you.
Awesome. So thank you for that, Doug. 440. Ugh. Okay, I will definitely do that. Also, this is a good exercise. I look at this as a good exercise, so if something does go down, we'll know what to go to next or what's the best opportunity. So if the Bonneville site goes down completely, those frequencies will be offline. Then we'll go to the Cornwall repeater, and so on and so forth. So I think we need to get a version 1 of a main thing, an option A, an option B, and an option C. And because you know what, things are going to go down and things are going to break. And like I said, this is a really good exercise. I'm pretty excited today to try to figure out this and figure out that, and how what you can get into and what you can't get into and all that stuff. Thank you, Doug. And I'm driving right now, so I can't look down. But I'll try to go through that stuff when I get home there. Over.
Okay, well, VA3PGC is working just fine. It's just subject to the email that the club's secretary sent out on Friday. But with that change, it's otherwise it's the same as before. But there's no Echolink, and there's no Echolink is tied to AllStar. There's no AllStar node right now.
No problem. I'm going to start a dual fund so we can have 2 of those in case one breaks, another one goes down. Yeah, it'll be good to have some redundancy. But you know what though? We don't really need it. We're blessed to have 8 different sponsored repeaters. We just have to make it work with what we got. This is again, I'm just excited as a clam this morning because with all the stuff about emergency response and or things going down and whatever, this is a good little exercise, and it's the first day of snow too. So we'll get it going. Thank you for all that you do, VE3HTR there, and I'm going to concentrate on the road a little bit here and until we get back to the base station.
All right, 73 Ernest, VA3EWV mobile, VE3HTR, US wide to VE3PGC. VE3ARF mobile.
VE3ARF, can you hear me okay? VA3EWV, go ahead.
Yeah, I heard all that fine ever since Doug came in and he was full quieting and I copied everything. I think maybe you were a little bit choppy into the repeater, and my squelches when I was further out from the repeater was cutting in and out. So, but I'm hearing everything fine there now. VE3ARF mobile.
All right, this is another thing that I thought about VA3ARF, also VA3KCB, and VA3AQE. I started playing around with my Anytone radio, and I've learned a lot about it, and I've learned to do some things on the fly. So when I was talking to Rick, I found out a couple weeks back how to move my power up, because I was on low power, and he said he couldn't hear me, so I went to high power. I still have turbo, but I went to high. With my bell fangs too, I've started learning how to program those on the fly too, So this is a good lesson in emergency preparedness, As something goes out or whatever, I think we need to be able to program our radios on the fly, not have a computer, stuff like that. So this morning is a pretty exciting day for me today, over.
Yeah, okay. One thing I know about the bow things, that it's a little trick that you got to learn is you can't change things in channel mode. You got to be in frequency mode. So once you get past that little, but yeah, I did a bunch of YouTube tutorials on the bow thing when I bought it. But that's the one thing people get wrong few minutes because I'm going through the village of Martintown here, VA3EWV.
No problem. I'm going to be on the side for a bit, everybody. It is 8:30, and I'll be right back with everybody in about 10 minutes. I'm just going to get everything moved back into the house. VA3EWV, we're clear. Let's go, Joseph. Hello there, Rebecca. All right, we are back in the shack. Get everything set back up here. I feel like I burned my hand. I picked up my radio and it is hot. When I say hot, I mean hot. My power seems to be behind there. My power actually fell behind the computer. Oh, it's there. There it is. One day I'm going to be able to afford a mobile radio. Go back and forth with the equipment there. So she's hot. She's hot. Okay, the camera is facing the wrong way. Let's get that all sorted out. All right, here we go. This is VA3EWV, VA3EWV. This is the On the Air with VA3EWV. Magic Mondays, come get your radio on edition. We are getting a couple of things worked out there as we find a repeater that we can all talk on. Last I was talking to VE3ARF, VA3KCB, and VA3AQE on the net there. Are any of you still out there? Over. Let me make sure I'm getting on.
I am Ernest, VA3EWV.
Man, that came in so loud it scared me. It scared me to death. Anyway, yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
I'm not really far from the repeater site where I am at the moment.
Yeah, I need to lower my power because I'm pushing 40 watts here, and my SWR is at a 2.3. So yeah, I need to turn this down a little tad there. And I heard the technical director was telling us there, since we use PGC, VA3 PGC, which is 443.650 there in Bonneville, what he was saying is that we could just go down to V3 VSW, which is in Bonneville, same repeater, and we should all be able to talk on that. VE3 VSW. I don't know if everybody has all the 8 repeaters programmed in. Do you have the? Let's stick to this one today. But what I will do, not for this net, not because I'm, doing this little rag chew and all that stuff like that. Since I live in the area, what I'll do is I'll come up with some type of plan that says, or if I'm using PGC, if that goes down, I'll check and see if VE3SVC is up. Wait, no. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. If VE3PGC is down, I'll check for VE3VSW. If they're both down, I know that one is down. Then if Bonneville down, I'll try to go to the next one. And my next one is not going to be the same as somebody else's next one, right? But what we'll do, even for our Monday night nets that we do for the club, if something happens, we need to be able to, pivot real quickly and just go to the second repeater, which would probably be the cornball repeater at the hospital. I read the email wrong. I thought they were working on both of those repeaters, so excuse me, and I apologize for giving misinformation. But I would have chose VE3SVC there in Cornwall. That's a fusion repeater as well. Anyway, I'm back on the air here. This is also being live streamed, just to let you know. But I can go and edit stuff out. I found out this past weekend how to go to the videos and actually edit stuff out. So if someone does come on that doesn't want to be recorded, it's not a big deal. I can just quickly, easily edit that out and everything will be good. Anyway, anybody else out there? I know we got VA3ARF, VE3ARF, VA3AQE, and VA3KCB. Anybody else out there? Over.
VA3EWV, VA3KCB. Are you on this frequency?
VA3KCB, you're coming in loud and clear. You startled me actually. My daughter had sent me a message about a job, and you came in and it shook me up. Can you hear me okay there? Over. Okay, well, I hear you loud and clear. I'm pushing 40 watts here from the house now on the base station. Well, hey, guess what, though? We can go to, if everybody's out there, what we should do is go to VE3SVC. It's the Bonneville. Oh shoot, excuse me. Oh, God bless. VE3VSW, everybody. VE3VSW. If you can't get there, you're driving. Don't worry about it. But if you can tune in to VE3VSW. Over. So we're going to QSY to VE3VSW. If you make it, you make it. If you don't, you don't. This is VA3EWV. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor Ernest from St. Andrews West. Is there any party traffic on this frequency? Okay, nothing heard. We're standing by for check-ins on VE3VSW. VA3KCB, I can hear you loud and clear now. Can you copy me over?
Yes, I've got a very good copy on you on this repeater.
Okay, awesome. So this is the same location as PGC. The technical director told me that, and I just misheard him. My apologies for that. I said to go to FHA. And I know why now I thought about FHA. FHA is the repeater that VA3BS and VE3XID, that's the repeater that they usually get on in the morning at 7:30, over.
Copy that.
Hey, VA3KCB, like I was saying, you didn't hear it, but now that you can hear me now, I was saying that I was pretty excited about this morning because this is actually like, it started snowing this morning. There was some upkeep and tweaks and stuff that had to be done on the equipment. And it's kind of like an emergency thing, so I was like, oh man, this is just like having a tornado. And then we're scrambling to see where we're going. I give myself a D plus ranking because I did know that there was something going to be happening. I was aware in advance that some people would be able to, even though they got the email, they would be able to program their own radios, right? Just didn't know who, but I knew there were going to be some. So I guess I'll be facing some of that this evening when it comes down to the net. It might be a very, very short net because either A, people won't know how to program their equipment, B, won't bother reprogramming their equipment, right? Or C, they will be there. But I think we might be few in numbers. But anyway, it is what it is. But that's not the first repeater that we go to anyway. It's SVC. So I'll probably just do all of the stuff on 147.180 and then do a couple tests and then we'll be done. It's probably going to be a very short net tonight. Over.
Exactly. I think the important thing is probably try to figure out how many people, number one, can't program their radio. Example, me. Two, people might not even realize the changes and are trying to figure out what's going on. Their radio could be broken. Example, me. get it
Oh,
going.
that's so funny.
So there's probably 3/4 of the group is dead in the water at the moment.
Yeah, and this is nothing to reflect on our technical director. I can tell you that because every time I've seen him do anything to the repeaters, you can see it on the website. Everything's planned out. Everything's going to be from this time to this time, blah, 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 right? And this was something that I believe that was out of his control this time. But any other thing that has happened, we've had lots of advance notice, postings on the net, things like that, right? And not only that, in my career, even as a corporate manager forever, the first thing that they train us, and the first thing that I have meetings about when I get new teams and new agents when I was working is nobody reads their email, right? So regardless of everything else went together, emails just go out, but there's nobody sending out read receipts to see who has actually opened it up, and nobody's reaching out to all the members, right? Because that's something that I would have done myself personally if I were in an executive position. I would have been like, okay, I have these people. I've sent out this email. Let me call these people up and see if everything's on the up and up, right? Since there's no really ETA on things being down, right? If this was a normal thing, swap out a wire, swap out a cable, but some of these things we cannot figure out. So there needs to be a plan. So this would be a good, like I said, I'm tickled pink today because this is a good chance to work out some stuff in emergency, Here's what happens with this. Who'd you contact? Did they get the message? Yada, yada, yada. And I can tell you right now, there are not too many people going to raise their hand to call 42 people and see if they got the radio working and stuff, eh?
Oh, understandably. Well, at least you can hear me and I can hear you, and I'm checked in.
Well, another thing that I've realized too, my Yaesu here in my hand, I was going to program it to change the tone. So I was going to use it today to monitor the PGC and have people go to the other thing. Left it on last night, didn't program it, and now I'm in here in the shack trying to get it to go, and the battery's dead on it, So, and my bell thing, I was lazy and didn't program in the tones on it. So I was like, whoo, I got to get myself together because I have two handhelds and the only thing that's programmed is my mobile, over.
Well, I think maybe you got to get with the program. I have a mobile and I have a handheld in my hand right now. Neither one of them are programmed for the tone change, but I'll work on that. But you find out quite quickly how little you know about, well, these radios are brand new to me, so, and then of course I utilized Hunter's experience at programming through his laptop, and he took a look at it at breakfast on Saturday, but he was unable, for some reason, manually to program it, so it could be something that he used on his program, because this radio is in any tone, and the other radio is what is my other radio? Oh, this is a Bale thing that I'm on now, and the other one's in any tone. Oh, sorry, transmit was over.
Go ahead. Go ahead, VA3EWV. Come on in.
Yeah, I just had this one named differently in my, good morning, Rick, and I just thought I'd mention that in the Bassang world, I do change things in the menu, you push the menu button, it goes, menu, and then you choose your option, whatever you, and you hit menu and it goes confirmed. You have to be in mode, panel mode, otherwise it just doesn't accept it. So go to frequency mode, do the change, and then you're good.
we'll take a look at that when we get off the road.
You have VA3KCB, VA3EWV returning. Just in case, this is up to you. You know my schedule's free. I'm looking outside and it's not so bad right now. I have some Tim Hortons coffee pods here. It's warm and cozy also. If you want to come over, I can show you how to program that thing on the fly. I do have the cables, but I think it'd be nice to let me show you how to program it on the fly like he's saying in the other mode there. We could just do it together, have a coffee, and get it all ready for tonight if you want to. I'm just making that offer out there. Anyway, this is VA3EWV. This is the Magic Monday. It is a very magic Monday, October 30th, 2023. It's 1 degree outside, 96% humidity. It's snowing here in St. Andrews West. We have a high of 5 today and a low of 5. We've been joined by VA3AQE, VA3ARF, VA3KCB, VE3 Volkswagen Bug online, VE3AAK, Kimberly online, and Devin online, VE1 DXW. So we've had, and I'm counting all those as check-ins. Also, we have had VE3JIN. So that's 8 check-ins so far this morning. That's really good. Thank you all for coming in on this Magic Monday. This is VA3EWV. Looking for more check-ins. Please come now if you're there. VA3FZ. Come on in there, Rob.
Good morning. How are you? And whoever else is in here. We got shut down today because of this white stuff. I guess they're not working, the white stuff.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Get a little bit of time with VA3FZ. Hey, did you get a little FT8 in there this weekend? You know, we have another, I don't know if you guys saw it on the, there's a lot of posts that go through my website there, by the way. I was actually surprised when I was looking at the stats. I hope it's not irritating anybody, but we get at least 4 or 5 posts a day. And that's early there.